Hello, friends and clients of JLW Immigration Law Group. I am Jennifer Walker Gates, board certified immigration attorney, and I am here today to talk about a question that I've been getting with some frequency since the election, which is about whether or not the Trump administration will use data and information provided in applications for PIP, for DACA, for other benefits to target people for deportation. If you turned in your personal information to the government hoping to get a benefit, and now the political environment is going to change and you're trying to understand your risks and opportunities over the next several years, this video is going to address that. Before we jump into the topic, please take a second and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. We're there too. And we're going to be bringing updates every week to the immigrant community in the United States about what is happening with immigration so that you can remain safe and protected together with your families, be as prepared as possible and informed as possible. So knowledge is power. Please subscribe. Please share this video with anyone you think who could use it. And let's dive in. So the question that I've been getting a lot is, is Trump going to use data, my address, my personal information that I submitted with my application for PIP or other benefits to come and deport me? Okay. And this is a really scary idea. The idea that the government would come and dig into personal information that we provided in a moment of vulnerability and trust to come and harm us. The truth is that this can happen. I saw it happen under the Obama administration. It happened to one of my clients. He had filed an I-130 through his spouse, or his spouse had filed an I-130 for him with an address. And what he didn't know is that based on an experience that he had had as a very young child, he had an in absentia deportation order. So ICE saw that I-130, saw that current address, and they went and got it. Now, we were able to get that case reopened in the court and avoid him actually being deported on that in absentia order, thank goodness. But it was really scary and stressful for everyone. And what I learned is that, yes, this can happen. So it is important to understand the risks and benefits of filing applications. Now, I will tell you that the vast majority of cases where clients of mine have old deportation orders and they have filed a petition through their spouse do not have ICE come and pick them up. Okay. So it can go either way. What is important to remember as we are preparing for a more enforcement heavy administration is that if you are in the United States without status, you don't have anything currently, you don't have DACA, you don't have TPS, you don't have any status whatsoever, you are at risk of removal during the Trump administration. How high that risk is depends on some other factors. Do you have any criminal record? That's going to increase your risk. Do you have a prior deportation? That is also going to increase your risk. We don't know if they're going to be really leaning into data that people have provided through applications, or if they're going to be going into the court data to find out whose cases have been terminated during the Biden administration and go after those people, or if they're going to really focus on people who are just now coming in. We anticipate there will be workplace raids. So if you are working in an environment where a lot of your coworkers are undocumented, you could be at risk of being picked up in that situation. And what you're going to do in the face of that kind of enforcement action will vary greatly depending on your ultimate goals for yourself and your family, depending on your past immigration history, depending on your criminal history. And so if you are in that situation and you have specific questions about what you're going to do, now is the time to have a consultation with a trusted attorney, get a plan in place, start preparing, and be ready. Now, I have been advising all of our clients in this situation to do some worst case scenario planning before the crisis begins. Now is a good time to sit down with your spouse, talk about what you want long-term for your family, and make plans to move in that direction. If you do have a prior deportation and or criminal history that you think is going to put you at very high risk of removal, then I also recommend looking at the possibility that you will be removed. During every presidential administration, a lot of people get deported, and who gets deported and why changes with each one. But what we do know from this past Trump administration is that individuals who already have a prior removal and or any criminal history are going to be targeted no matter how many kids they have, no matter what their family situation is like, no matter what good business owners and workers they are, no matter what good people they are. A lot of people who don't deserve it will be targeted for removal. And so it is really important to understand this reality and start to make plans accordingly. If things are not safe in your hometown, where else could you potentially go? Where are resources available who can help people who have been deported? What countries are seeming safer and have more opportunities? Are there places where your children could have a good experience learning a different language or learning in a different school system? Are there places where you could go and your potentially, if you have a US citizen spouse, they can work online? These kinds of questions are important to consider right now. And the other rumor that I've heard is that people who have DACA and have gotten educated, have a degree from college, may be provided certain benefits, or at least that's part of the proposal that I've seen coming out of the Trump administration, but it's all just rumors and unsubstantiated at this point. However, what it reminds me is that in any situation, additional education is a helpful thing. So while you are in the United States and you're not in this moment facing removal, can you sign up for a class? Can you move toward completing your GED? Can you sign up for a community college class online that allows you to study and work on it during the weekends? Can you work on some kind of certification? Can you work towards a plumbing certification, an electrician certification, any kind of education like that? Those things will help you no matter where you live in the world. And so whether they provide you opportunities to remain in the United States or not, if you do have to go elsewhere, those kinds of skills, that kind of experience, you never know where that can lead, but it always helps. So those kinds of actions can be helpful to take to shore yourself up, to prepare yourself, and to be ready for whatever is coming. So I hope that this information has been helpful. I am happy to visit with any one of you individually about your specific circumstances, your specific goals, what you want to achieve, how you can best plan to protect yourself, how you can give yourself the best shot of achieving what you want with respect to your immigration goals, with respect to keeping your family together. Please contact us. Our phone number is 512-633-1785. You can also go to our website at jlw.law, and there's a button on our website where you can click to schedule with me or any of my amazing law partners or associate attorneys. We are a team. We work together as a team. We are very collaborative, so you will be getting the benefit of a really potent and experienced immigration team by hiring any one of us, even for just a consultation. Don't wait until the crisis unfolds to make a plan for the crisis. Make a plan now. Get informed, understand how to handle different situations that may come up, and let us help you do that. We would be honored to do so. It is our passion to do so, to help the immigrant community in the United States, to give back to that community some of the really incredible determination, courage, family values, self-sacrifice that they have brought into our communities. That's what we're here for. So please let us do that. Take good care. Be back again next week. And don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to share. All right. Thank you so much. Take care. Talk to you soon.